Hey there, Beyonders. Welcome back to our Year of the Inner Child. Today, we're going to be exploring a very important topic, a very important place where we are going to need some reparenting. That is our fear of abandonment. I will recognize my fear of abandonment. As a child, my parents abandoned me emotionally. They were cold and moody and self absorbed. Only on rare occasions did they act loving, and then only with strings attached. So, one of the first places to begin your exploration this week is to think of the ways in which you experience the loss of protection. This is one of the ways that we translate that word in Beyond Surviving because oftentimes this word abandonment feels a little hard to grasp a hold of. Like, what does that actually mean? What is the actual experience? So, when we start off by framing it as the moments in our lives where we were meant to be protected, we were meant to be cared for, kept safe, and we weren't. There was a loss of protection. This starts to wire into our system, this fear of abandonment or fear of losing protection. Now, in our adult relationships, abandonment is a little different. It's not so much the fear of losing protection, it's the fear of losing a connection. In my adult relationships, I still feel the same fear in the pit of my stomach. Same type of fear, but remember, it's a little different. It's loss of connection versus loss of protection. The child within me still cringes at the possibility of emotional abandonment. A word, a tone of voice, or gesture, or lack of it, can drive me to act in ways that I think will prevent a friend or lover from leaving me. Oh my goodness. This is so key and so critical. Something we talk a lot about in the Beyond Surviving program are our behaviors that we use to try to prevent this loss. It might be controlling. It might be trying to be perfect. It might be constantly checking in for reassurance in a disproportional way. So you can take a moment to kind of reflect on and think about in your relationships, what are the things that you do that are not healthy, that are dysfunctional, that are not actually helpful, um, to try to guarantee that you won't experience the loss of the connection. Because these behaviors only serve to reinforce the message of shame that says, I will never be acceptable to another as I am, right? I can't just be loved just because I have to do all this maneuvering and managing. In the end, my role playing and people pleasing are just attempts to control others and keep them from leaving me. Today, I will not acquiesce to my fear of abandonment. I will be myself with confidence, knowing how much I have to bring to any relationship. I love that invitation to really take time to connect into all the reasons um, and all of the things about you, what you bring to a relationship, and the ways in which that supports you in connecting with another human being. That we don't have to be always in a state of manipulation or trying to control. And I think the other thing that can be really helpful here when we think about the fear of abandonment is really coming into our adult self and recognizing, if I experience the loss of connection, it is not going to be fun, but it can be survived and we can live through that and we will be okay. And so when we stand in that space, that can really help us soothe that inner child's fears and tantruming and all the things that, he, she, they try to do in order to protect ourselves in these moments in relationships. So if you want to learn more about overcoming the fear of abandonment, I encourage you to pop over to my website and go to the resources section, scroll down, and you'll see a free download there, a little audio course on overcoming the fear of abandonment so you can dive a little deeper into this topic. And as always, I look forward to your questions, your comments, your ahas. And if I can be of any support to you, you just reach out. I'm here for you. And until next time, you take good care of you.